Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Inox Tutorials. In today's video, we are going to look at how you can use CHEMSKETCH to draw chemical or to write chemical equations and how you can export them also into Microsoft Word. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done that already. Click on the subscribe button, like, leave a comment, and also share to whom it may concern after watching, so you can keep receiving every update from this important educative channel. So let's first launch our CAMSKETCH software. So if you have it installed on your machine, just go and search from the start menu, the CAMSKETCH, or if you have not installed it, go to the Google Drive, or let's say Google, and just search for CAMSKETCH app, then you install it from there. So let's search for CAMSKETCH, haven't installed it, so let's search for CAMSKETCH here. So you have CAMSKETCH. So the CAMSKETCH app has popped up. You just select that and click on that to open it. So now we are launching our CAMSKETCH software. So we've launched our CAMSKETCH software. Now in the previous video, we looked at how you can use the CAMSKETCH software to draw different structures and also name them in organic chemistry. Now today you're going to look at how you can draw chemical equations. So you have not already watched the previous video on how to draw chemical structures with CAMSKETCH, search on the channel or check the description section of this video. The link to that one is there, so you can watch how to draw chemical structures with the CAMSKETCH before you can come and proceed how you can draw or write chemical equations using the CAMSKETCH. So let's begin by starting our chemical equation writer. So as shown here, this is the ribbon of the CAMSKETCH. We have here the element, and last we said this icon here displays the periodic table in CAMSKETCH. Shown here is different figures that can be displayed if you want to insert them. So if you click on this, you're going to have different figures. Some of them are substituent, others are radical, so you can insert any of them. We say anytime you click any of these, the cursor become active or activated with that very figure. So when you click in the interface, it leaves that figure. So when you want to delete this, you can come here and select and activate the cursor with the delete icon, or you can just select the undo to remove that. So let's look at how you can write chemical equations in CAMSKETCH using the CAMSKETCH software. So we are going to begin with the simple reduction reaction of alkenes into alkanes. So let's draw a simple alkene. So with alkene we have let's select the carbon and begin by drawing an alkene or maybe even an alkyne. So we have this, you extend 1, you extend 2, you extend 3. So here a typical butane made of 4 carbon. So if you want to insert a double bond, you select any of the lines where you want to insert your bond, then you click there, then you will have a double bond generated. Now this figure or this structure is not well rendered, so for you to clean it up, you come here and select the clean, then you click on that, and this structure becomes well cleaned. So now we want a reduction of this alkene, which is butene, into a butane. So we need a forward arrow. So to insert an arrow, we just come here and activate your cursor with this arrow. So we have several arrows here which can be displayed by the CAMSKETCH. So if you click down here, it's going to give you the options of arrows that you have. So you can have these straight arrows, you can have a double arrow, you can have a reversible arrow, you can have it also in this form, you can have it in this form, you can have an equilibrium arrow. So the one that you want to insert, you just click and activate your cursor with it. So I want to use maybe this arrow, so I click on this arrow, then I move my cursor to where I want to insert the arrow. So since based on the length that I want my arrow to be, I will click and extend, based on the length that I want, then I'll just leave it. So this is the arrow I want to use in my reaction. So the next thing to do is we are going to insert the various reagents and the conditions that you want to add for you to get your product. So if you want to add, maybe I want to insert here a hydrogen here, and any condition here being a catalyst, being an acid or a base. So since there's a reduction into an alkane, I'm going to have this. So I'm going to move the cursor to this arrow, the one that is in front of just the first one, then activate my cursor with that. Then I move my cursor to the existing arrow and click on that. So when I click on that, I expect to see a pop-up menu like this, which shows both the top and the down of the existing arrow. So for the top, maybe I want to use two moles of, or let's say just one hydrogen gas. So if it is hydrogen gas, just write hydrogen. So hydrogen gas. If it is two moles, you have to write two in front of it. So here just one mole. So I just need one mole of hydrogen together with, let's say, a condition. Let me say I want to add, it can be a condition, can be in the heat, it can be in the sunlight, it can be in the temperature, or it can be an acid, or it can be a base. So maybe I want it to be in the condition of an acid, so I will just write acid, then click on OK. So when I click on OK on the arrow, I will see the acid down, then the hydrogen below. So if I have this, I will just draw the next structure, which is an alkene. I will come and activate this. So just a normal drawing, or let's say a carbon. You come, then you continue. You draw one, you draw two, you draw three. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons, which is the product of this reaction. So I will just move here and come and click on clean. So when I click on clean, I get it to be cleaned nicely as shown here. Now if you want to move this compound away from the let's say a bit away from the arrow, you come and select that, you come and click on that compound. So you come and click anywhere within that compound, then you can now have it activated. You can click anywhere and move it around anyhow you want it. So maybe I want it to be a bit farther from the arrow, so I'll move it here and leave it like that. So I'm done. So this is one simple chemical equation which can be drawn, or which can be drawn, or let's say written in with a CHEMSKETCH. Let's take another chemical equations. Let's say I want to do a typical benzene reaction. So maybe I will come here and click on benzene. Then I come and activate this side with the benzene. So I want an arrow. So what reaction should we go by? So let me say I want to go by a simple synthesis of a diazonium salt. Let's say I want to synthesize diazonium salt, which involves the solution of sodium nitrite and HCl to produce a diazonium salt. So I will just have my benzene, then I will activate my arrow. So let me say I want to use different arrow type. So maybe I want to use this one. I will just come here and show my arrow. Then I will come and activate this one. Then I'll come and click this arrow. So if I want to have a diazonium reaction, I will add here sodium nitrite. So that is going to be sodium nitrite. So sodium nitrite, which is NO2. So it's going to be NO2. Then so the reaction of sodium nitrite, then plus, let's see, HCl. So plus HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. Then I expect to get a nitrous acid. So a nitrous acid. So let's say this one occurs in a condition. If it has a condition, you just click here, and if it has no condition, you can just click it. Or you can even put the sodium nitrite up here, then you bring the HCl down here. So having gotten that, then you just click on OK. So when I react benzene with sodium nitrite in HCl, then I expect to get a typical diazonium salt. So for the diazonium salt, you come here and click on the benzene, then you come and put it here. That is the benzene. So did I clean it? Let me clean it up. So this is the benzene. Now I want to extend with a nitrogen. So you come here and search for nitrogen. So I want to extend the first one with nitrogen. So the diazonium salt is 2 nitrogen, so we come here and the nitrogen. Now the diazonium salt is a nitrogen with the triple bond. So you come here and select this bond and click on it 2 times. So 2 times it inserts 2 pi bonds between 2 nitrogen. So this is a typical diazonium salt that is going to be generated if I use let's see if I double click here. Let's see if you can get a typical ketone reaction. So let's say we have an extending. Let's activate this carbon. Then we have a ketone like that. So let's say we have this ketone. Let's clean it up. Then we move to let's say you want to insert a ketone. You come here and click on oxygen. Then with the oxygen you extend. Let's extend here with the oxygen, which will give me an alcohol always. But if I want to make 2 bonds, then I will just click on this one, so I get a ketone. So with a ketone, then I clean it up so it becomes well oriented. So this is a ketone. So let's say I want to reduce this reaction to a ketone, or let's say to an alcohol. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show my arrow. So I'm going to show my arrow. So let's say I'm showing this my arrow. Then let me extend my arrow. So a typical reducing reagent which can be used for reducing a ketone to an alcohol can be either a hydrogen, it can be a sodium borohydride, or it can be even sometimes lithium aluminum hydride. So let me say I want to use the common one is the sodium borohydride. So I'm going to insert sodium borohydride. So I'm going to insert here sodium borohydride. So I'll have sodium borohydride. So this is a typical reducing agent for reducing ketones to alcohol. So then I click on OK. So if I have this one in sodium borohydride, I'm going to get an alcohol which is going to be drawn like this. So here I have 5 carbons. So I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, I have 4. So I've drawn 5 carbons. Now let me clean so it becomes so nice. So having gotten this, then I have to insert my alcohol at this position. So the alcohol, you just come and click the oxygen. Then you just click at the position where you want to insert the oxygen. Sorry, I've written an eta, so let me reverse it. So reverse. So you click the hold and you extend. Take note. If you just click there, it's going to insert that very atom in the bond, or let's say in the linkage or in the chain. But if you click and drag up to the position, it will position it as well. So that's how basically alcohols can be synthesized. So let's say we have 2 reactions, 2 set of reactions. Let me say we have another reaction which look like this. I have a complex structure like something like this, something like that. So let's reverse, something like this, like that. So let's say this one, I have this reaction in the presence of, let's say I have this reaction, this one in the presence of, let's say water. So if I have this reaction in the presence of water. So I will just type here water. So H2O. So I have H2O. Then I press OK. Of course, there is going to be no reaction for this. So then I have to write here no reaction. So for you to insert a no reaction, which is just a text in um, CAMSKETCH, you move your cursor to this very alphabet, which is T. This T stands for text. So you click on that text, then you move the cursor. So you see the cursor is activated with the T to where you want to position it. So I want to put the no reaction here. So I put my no reaction here. Sorry, my text here. So I'm gonna write in there no reaction. So there's no reaction if you add water to a benzene ring like that. So that is how basically it is shown. So that is no reaction. So you can just move it around anyhow you want it. So you can just move it around. So that is how it's gonna be. So there's going to be no reaction if you add water to a benzene ring. So that's how basically we draw structures, or let's say chemical equations in in CAMSKETCH. So CAMSKETCH app is very simple and very educative. It can be used to draw different structures in organic chemistry. So as many as you want to write, any equation you want to write, you just need to know where the symbol is located in the CAMSKETCH as shown here. Then the arrow reaction. So let me indicate a typical equilibrium reaction. So let's say an equilibrium reaction. So if I have, let's say, a compound which look like this. So I select, let me say, compound like this. Let me insert this one. Then equilibrium reaction, if you want to show an equilibrium reaction, then you just select any of the equilibrium reaction arrows. Just select any of them, then you can extend them here. Yeah, this is the equilibrium reaction arrow. Then of course, if you want to add anything, you just come here, then you come and add it up. So if the top is, let's say, is to be A, which is the one of the reaction reagent, the down is B, which is normally the condition, then you can say okay. So having gotten this, so maybe if you want to insert a question mark here so that it becomes a question, then you just move it. You just come here and write a text, and maybe right here. So now you can just type in there your question mark. So maybe this is the question you want to set for your student. Then of course it makes sense because it communicates to them that what is the product, this, if it is in reagent A and B. So that's how basically we write, or let's say we write chemical equations in Excel. So the next we are going to look at how you can export these ones into Microsoft Word. In CAMSKETCH, how you can export these ones into Microsoft Word. So you move your cursor to this very icon where you select. Anytime you click on this, the cursor becomes activated with select. So if you want to copy any of these, so let's say I want to copy the first equation, I will just click. Having selected, you click, you hold, then you drag, then you move that small I button around, let's say the small box around the ones you want to select. Then when they become activated, then you click, then you copy, then maybe you come here, then you open Microsoft Word. So you open Microsoft Word. So I am opening Microsoft Word 2010, so you just open Microsoft Word. Then having copied this, you can easily transport or go and paste your copied text or copied equations into Microsoft Word. So here you just click Ctrl plus V, on your keyboard, you just type Control plus V, which is shortcut for paste. Then it's going to paste your copy text into Microsoft Word. So let's say you first thing you want to write here is, let's say, so maybe you can name the reaction, name the reaction above. So let's say name the reaction above. So the reaction above. Then you go. So let's say this is question 1. So this is question 1. Name the reaction above. Then you go. Maybe you can come down to question 2. So the question 2 is roughly what is the names of the reactions below. So let's say it is what is the names of the reactions below. What is the name? What is the names of the reactions below? So the names of the reactions below. So we are going to have the various reactions that we have in there being copied here. So let's move back to our CAMSKETCH. Now what we're going to do, we are going to just select everything here. So we are going to select everything here. So let's select every reaction that is shown here. So we've had a lot of reactions there. So we are going to copy all the reactions that we've drawn in the CAMSKETCH. So we have these ones. So we're going to copy all these reactions. So Control plus copy. Then you move to the Microsoft Word. Then you move it down here. Then you paste them. So you can right click and select paste, or you can just switch for type Control plus V on your keyboard to paste all the selected reactions. So here, this one didn't show well because it was clearly shown in the CAMSKETCH that I didn't really move this one along all this. So for me to get all of them, try and move it arrow. So let me even do it well. Let me do it well. Let me do it well. So let me go to Microsoft Word and click on undo. Then let's come back to CAMSKETCH. So we're going to select everything once again. So you're going to select, you want to get everything copied. So let's say I will move it here rather, then select everything. So I'm making sure everything is in the box. Everything is in the box. I've made sure everything is in the box. Everything is in the box. So is that all? So I've selected everything. So Control plus C, which is okay. So I cut, no problem if I cut or copy. So I'm going to paste it in Microsoft Word. So I click on Control plus V. So now I have back my, so I didn't copy all of them well. So this I have back my structures shown in Microsoft Word. So that's how basically we are going to set questions in Excel. That's how we set questions in CAMSKETCH. So in organic chemistry, you have to draw the structures and write and write. So when you draw them in the CAMSKETCH, then we export them into a Microsoft Word for printing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe after watching this video. We have a lot of upcoming videos. In the next video, we're going to have to use chemical or the CHEMSKETCH to do more important things, especially in advanced organic chemistry, how you can use the CHEMSKETCH to draw complex structures in an organic chemistry as well as biochemistry. Don't forget to subscribe after watching this video so you can keep yourself updated on everything that we do on this channel. Like, comment, and also share to whom it may concern. Then click on the bell icon so you can receive every update from this channel. Thank you.